Hello and welcome to Monday's Granada Reports.
Hello, thanks for joining us. Coming up on the programme this evening.
Curled in there once more towards Hansen! And the goal!
Seriously ill. Liverpool hero and TV pundit Alan Hansen is in hospital. We're live with the latest.
Why people in a Lancashire town won't be able to cast their vote for the major parties in this election. A special report.
From the left, then you catch it in the right, and it's Simon's card.
The magic touch. Britain's Got Talent star Jack Rose is with us live.
And it's certainly not the weather for fair weather golfing at the moment. Any better news on the horizon? Well, the forecast is coming up later on in the programme.
Well, first tonight, the well wishes of a city and of an entire sport are being sent the way of Liverpool football legend Alan Hansen, who's in hospital tonight.
Yeah, he's always had a special place in the hearts of Liverpool. It was the club itself that announced he was seriously ill. It said staff and players alike had him in their thoughts. He earned huge respect there over the years, winning an incredible array of trophies from the 1970s to the early 90s.
And he went on to a remarkable career as a TV pundit, leaving sports fans eager for his analysis of match after match. Our correspondent Rob Smith is at Anfield for us this evening. Rob.
Yeah, the love, care and well wishes emanating from this place, from this city and beyond, from across sporting divides, truly show just how much Alan Hansen means to so many. The former club captain, a club legend, was said to be in great spirits, filmed chatting with fans just a few weeks ago on the very spot where I'm standing tonight. So Liverpool's announcement that he's seriously ill came as something of a shock. The club say they are supporting his family. Their thoughts, their hopes are with them and with him. Anfield, of course, is where Hansen became that legend in the 70s and 80s, known as jockey to his teammates. He made his footballing craft look easy, so very, very easy. And back then he won the equivalent of the Premier League 8 times. He went on to an incredible career in punditry when he retired. Who didn't and doesn't want to hear Alan Hansen's insights? Those who shared a pitch with him, a TV screen with him, have offered their support today. Reds past and present. The man he partnered in defending and punditry, Mark Lawrenson, said, "Come on, Big Al, you can beat this." Love to Janet, Adam, Lucy and all the family. John Aldridge said, "All our thoughts, ex-LFC players, are with Alan Jockey Hansen and his family. Let's hope he can pull through his illness. You'll never walk alone." Gary Lineker wrote, "Horrendous news. Thoughts are with Alan, Janet and all the family." And Andy Robertson, Liverpool defender, fellow Scot, posted a short but powerful message of a prayer symbol, a heart and a Scottish flag. And one fan outside here just a short while ago told me Hansen was his boyhood hero, watched him on his family's black and white TV. He's rooting for him tonight, like so many other people.
OK, Robert Anfield, thank you.
Now, in less than a month, we'll all have the opportunity to have our say on who represents us in the next Parliament. Well, not quite all, because there's one North West constituency where the options are a bit limited.
Yeah, that's because Chorley in Lancashire is the home to Sir Lindsay Hoyle, who for the last 5 years has held the position as Speaker of the House of Commons. Due to a long-standing parliamentary tradition, major parties agree not to stand against the Speaker, who's considered to be politically neutral.
But some of the smaller parties believe it's time for change, so they intend to break with this old convention. Our reporter Emma Sweeney explains.
For the last 5 years, Sir Lindsay Hoyle has been keeping things in order down in Westminster. But as the country gears up for another general election, he's back on home turf. Like every political hopeful, he wants the backing of his local constituents. But the choice before voters in Chorley will be unlike anywhere else in the country.
So there's a long-standing tradition that the position of the Speaker of the House of Commons is a neutral position. So what that means is the convention is that the other main parliamentary parties will not stand against the Speaker in a general election. So Lindsay Hoyle will be standing as the Speaker of the House of Commons rather than as a politician with a party label.
There are some smaller parties who believe the convention of not standing against the Speaker is one that is outdated. They say it is time for some sweeping changes.
people should be given the right to vote for the preferred party, no matter where they live. And we stand against the Speaker, as we do not think it's right to remove people's democratic rights by parliamentary intervention. Lindsay's very popular, but he can't vote, he can't debate, and he can't ask any questions in Parliament. So he's not a fully functioning MP, and we don't think that's right.
But Mr Hoyle says it isn't down to him who does and doesn't stand.
Look, I don't ask people not to stand. It is the choice of parties whether they wish to stand or not. What I would say is, my name's on the ballot paper, I want to stand for Chorley, and hopefully I will be re-elected to continue the job that I've been doing for Chorley in the future.
Now, the Greens aren't the only ones contesting Sir Lindsay Hoyle's seat. There are a further 3 independent candidates who are also standing. But what do the people of Chorley make of their unique position?
I think everybody should put up a candidate. Every party should field somebody, because that gives everybody's value and opinion a chance.
I don't feel it's undemocratic. I think Sir Lindsay Hoyle is the best thing that's happened to Chorley, and we're very, very blessed to have him here.
That's what it's about, freedom of choice, haven't we? We haven't got the choice. It's not there. Simple.
It's a debate that's raised at every general election, and no doubt it'll continue that way. But for now, at least, voters in this market town will have no choice but to stick with convention. Emma Sweeney, ITV News, Chorley.
And there are a total of 5 candidates standing in Chorley at the general election. Voting, of course, takes place on Thursday, the 4th of July.
Well, meanwhile, Angela Rayner says the Conservative Party's pledge to introduce 8,000 new police officers on the streets is an empty slogan. The Deputy Labour leader was out campaigning in Macclesfield.
The truth is that 90% of crime is not being, solved at the moment because of the Conservatives, and they've taken those neighbourhood police off the street. We have a plan to have 13,000 more neighbourhood police on the street so that we can really tackle antisocial behaviour.
And ITV are hosting 7 parties for a general election debate this Thursday, and we want to know what questions you'd like to ask them. Here's Julie with the details.
Who should run the country and what should their priorities be? ITV are hosting a general election debate with representatives from the Conservatives, Labour, the Liberal Democrats, Reform UK, the Green Party, the SNP and Plaid Cymru. We need you to have your say and ask the questions. All you have to do is visit our website and follow the links.
More news now, and the family of a young woman who died in a road crash in Manchester says she was cruelly and needlessly taken from them. Imogen Higgs, who was 22, died of her injuries after the collision on Moldeth Road West in South Manchester. Her family said they especially wanted to thank those at the roadside who tried to save Imogen's life. 2 men have been arrested on suspicion of causing death by dangerous driving.
Damping down's being carried out after a blaze which gutted a former Department of Work and Pensions building in Blackpool. It started on Friday on Warbrick Hill Road. Around 70 firefighters tackled the incident at its heights.
2 women arrested after a Just Stop Oil protest outside the Duke and Duchess of Westminster's wedding at Chester Cathedral have been released on bail. Orange powder was released from a fire extinguisher in the crowd. Thousands of people had lined the streets to see the Duke and his bride. He is one of the country's biggest landowners and richest men.
Cy King, one half of the Hairy Bikers, is hailing the memorial motorbike ride in memory of his late co-star and friend Dave Myers as absolutely remarkable. Tens of thousands of motorcyclists travelled from London to Dave's hometown of Barrow in Cumbria for Dave Day. The TV chef died in February at the age of 66.
46,136 motorcycles, at least 200,000 people lining our route. Absolutely overwhelming, and thank you so very much from the bottom of our hearts, because it's just overwhelming. We're kind of lost for words.
Yeah, it was such a moving sight. Well, still to come, 4 trophies in one season. 2 of Wigan's Wembley heroes tell us how they did it.
And it started so promising this morning for many areas in the northwest. A changeable week to come weather-wise. I'll have all the details in just a few minutes.
And here's Charlene with the details of the national news a little later on.
Coming up on the ITV Evening News, the youngest convicted murderers since the killing of James Bolger. Two 12-year-old boys are found guilty of killing teenager Sean Caesarhigh in a savage machete attack. The Lib Dems unveil their election manifesto with the NHS and social care at its heart. More tributes for the extraordinary TV doctor Michael Mosley, whose body was found on a Greek island. And goodbye and good luck. A royal send-off for the England team as they set off for the Euros. So join us for those stories and much more from 6:30.
Yeah, fingers crossed for them. And back here, more sport as well. Wigan Warriors say they are hungry for more silverware after reclaiming the Challenge Cup.
Yeah, they beat Warrington Rules by 18 points to 8 in front of 65,000 fans at Wembley Stadium.
Well, a short time ago, they brought their latest trophy into the studio to tell Chris all about it.
Gentlemen, thanks for coming in and for bringing in this amazing haul of trophies. We have here the World Club Challenge, the League Leaders Shield, the Super League Trophy and the newest addition to the Wigan Trophy cabinet, the Challenge Cup. Liam, how special, as a Wigan lad, as captain of Wigan, to have lifted all of these in the last 12 months?
Yeah, it's quite surreal, seeing them all sat there now and knowing that we've been able to win them all as a squad has been unbelievable feeling. I don't think it all settled in over the weekend, but I think as time goes on, we'll really start to cherish what it means to the club.
And Matt, you've won the Challenge Cup a couple of years ago, but it was at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Was this more special for you with it being at Wembley?
No, not particularly. I enjoyed it in a different way. It was exciting. There is something special about Wembley, and I think the fact that we could get this last trophy, I think it's an indication of, you know, there's some good things happening from top to bottom, really.
And Liam, on a personal note, you got a try at Wembley as well. Let's take a look at that. For a forward, this is quite a long-distance try for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say it is, and the space just sort of opened up from nowhere, obviously. I've had Jay doing that for me all year long, and it just sort of opened up for me in one of the biggest games of the year. And at first I was looking around for someone to pass to, but there was no one there, so I just had to try and finish it myself.
A big crowd at Wembley and a big crowd in Wigan when you had the homecoming last night. Before you talk about that, let's have a little listen to Liam Marshall, one of your teammates, who had a little sing-song for the fans. Matt, that's some voice. Did you fancy joining him, doing a duet?
Absolutely not, but that's I've heard him do that a few hundred times, so that's probably one I've enjoyed the most, but he does it whenever we get together as a team. We encourage him to get up, and it brings the lads together. We have a great time together, and it was good for the fans to join in and get a bit of insight into what Liam's capable of, but yeah, special moment.
And also, it wasn't just yourselves who won at Wembley at the weekend. We had St Peter's from Wigan winning the Schools Cup. Liam, what I want to know is, was your try better, or was Harry Brown's better?
The great thing about this is we had the squad in the training ground at the beginning of the week, and was able to wish them all good luck, and seeing Harry do his thing there and his teammates is absolutely outstanding, and another school from Wigan doing well in Rugby League, so very pleasing.
We must touch on St Helens women winning the Challenge Cup for the 4th year running.
St Helens have been excellent, and I feel like the women's game in general across the board, standards are raising all the time. St Helens and Leeds have led the way along with York, and the clubs such as Wigan are putting some foundations in place, and I just think you're going to see more competition and more energy around that female game at the moment, and yeah, it's brilliant.
Have you had a chance to enjoy this cup success, or are you one of those coaches who, as soon as the final whistle's finished, you need to start looking at the next game straight away?
No, I love it. Enjoyed it. We had a fantastic evening Saturday with our families, and yesterday was awesome as well. We had a late night together last night, so no, I think it's really important that you enjoy it together, and I hope the lads are still partying now. I'm going to get on my phone when we leave here and find out where they are and try and catch up with them that way. And no, when you work so hard for something, I think it's essential that everyone involved with this at the club takes some time to enjoy it, and hopefully you get a thirst for it then and you want to repeat it.
Thanks again for bringing in all these amazing trophies. We will let you go back to the celebrations. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Serious trophy action there. Congratulations to Wigan men's and Helen's women and, of course, St Peter's. Well done to one and all. Finally, we meet the magician from South Cumbria who's been working the judges in ITV's Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, the crowd just loved him. Simon Cowell had Jack Rhodes down as his favourite to win at one stage, and in the end the former nuclear engineer was runner-up in the final.
Our entertainment correspondent went to meet him in Ulverston.
Well, Stan Laurel put Ulverston on the showbiz map, and now the town has got some brand new talent.
The winner of Britain's Got Talent 2024 is Sydney Christmas!
Jack Rhodes, here we are in your hometown of Ulverston.
Yep.
First of all, huge congratulations. You were runner-up at BGT.
Madness, yeah. It's been a bit of a whirlwind of a week. I'm glad to be home though, yeah. Bit of normality.
Normality? We've just had a lady shouting, you should have won. You should have won.
Yeah, it's not really normal, is it? But give it a few weeks, it'll be forgotten about.
You should have won it. Yeah, you should have definitely won it. Dogs agreeing as well.
Dogs agreeing.
Dogs agreeing.
Yeah.
Do you agree with the lady? You got so close. Should you have won it?
It's nice that people say that, but honestly, I was there in the room. Sydney Christmas deserved the win. Absolutely blew the house down. From day one through to the final, she's absolutely smashed it. And I was just buzzing to be there. Second's amazing.
Jack Rhodes!
Some people are saying she snubbed you. Now, for me, she was on the other side, wasn't she?
No, she never snubbed me. It was, and it didn't feel like that at the time. It looked worse on telly because they cut to a close-up shot, but that's when the judges came over and said commiserations to me. There was no snubbing going on. We've spoken since, and yeah, we're both just buzzing to have got to that place in the first place.
You live here in obviously the beautiful town of Ulverston. Are you now going to be dazzled by the bright lights? Would you move to London?
Do you know what? I had about a week of living in a hotel room in London while I was on the show. I like it in Ulverston. It's nice here. People say hello. People shout at you from the car. You don't get that in London.
We're here at the statue of Laurel and Hardy.
Yep.
Stan Laurel was from Ulverston. I think you've got a bit of a look of him.
That one.
So what is next for you?
Exciting times. First ever live show that I'm doing. I'm going on tour at the end of October, all around the country, and bringing my show, Part-Time Wizard, Full-Time Moron, to the public. And I can't wait, because I've never done it before. Have you seen that one? That's a good one.
So can you do as a trick then?
Yeah. Do you not think it's better if we do it in the studio?
You can do it if
Right, all right.
you'd rather.
Let's do that, yeah.
And as if by magic, here he is. Jack Rhodes, welcome
How
to
we doing?
Granada Reports.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, Lucy. Thanks for having
So
me.
nice to see you.
Are we doing a trick then?
Yeah, please. I bet everyone's asking you to do a magic trick at the moment, but go on. Show us your magic.
Yeah, but this is nice. This is like a close-up thing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas all the stuff stayed.
Yeah.
So, all right, Lucy.
Yes.
Name any card in the world.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Would have been good, wouldn't it? That would have been good. Come on, I'm going to have you write your name on that card, nice and big.
Okay.
Write your name across there. And Lucy, while he does that, just says stop on the 4 of diamonds.
Stop on the 4 of diamonds?
She's good. She's good.
Wow.
She's better than me.
I love
Nice one,
that.
Gamal. I'll take that back. So the reason you've written your name on this card is so you know there's only one card like it in the world, yeah?
Yes, yes.
There's only one 5 of diamonds with Gamal's name on. So if I put your card somewhere in the middle of the pack, there's nobody your card can then be on top, because it can't be in 2 places at once, can it? No?
No.
Try and hold back the excitement. All right, if it goes somewhere in the middle of the pack, it can't then be on the bottom, it can't be there, it can't be there, it can't be there. I'm going to just keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it until Gamal looks like he's enjoying himself. Lucy, take a card out. Just take a card out.
What? How do you do that? I want to know how you do. OK, right.
Did you get it?
Yeah, well, I got a card.
Yeah? Is it the right one? Is it the 5 of diamonds with Gamal's?
No.
It is, honestly. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. I'll take it. Look, it's the studio lights. I don't know if you can see this, but if you put it in the right light, can you see how the 4, you give it a shake like that? It's actually got the...
Whoa!
Right, I'll slow it down. Look, I'll slow it down. Gamal, I'll push the card out. You can see your name on that card, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Just do us a favour, you push it in.
Okay.
Right, can't go any slower. Somewhere in the somewhere in the middle of the pack. Yeah. Can't go any slower. Come out. It takes people longer. Is it there?
No, it's not there. Oh!
Right, big finish. I'll be honest, Kamal, it doesn't only take that long to realise, but OK. 5 of diamonds, here we go. Can you hold out your hand like this? Yep, and Lucy, put your hand on top.
I'm sorry, on top of Kamal's hand?
That's it, that's it. OK, look, see the 5?
Yes.
OK, put the card in,
Okay.
your hand on top, sandwich it. Now, I'm going to try and swap that card for what was the card you said at the start?
Queen of Hearts.
It's done. Have a look.
I nearly forgot.
Queen of Hearts.
Well, now we've got to find your card, all right? Here we go. I'm going to put the cards in my mouth. Lucy, whenever you say stop, it's going to be Gamal's card, OK?
Stop.
Is that it?
No.
What?
No. No. No.
Yeah.
No. No, it's not there. How did you do
Here we go,
that?
one card. The 5 of diamonds.
There's only one of them.
Little souvenir if you don't mind spit. But
They can hang on to that, that's fine.
there we go.
That is incredible.
That's a lot of spare time, is what that is.
Superb.
Oh, I'm stunned.
How much has
Absolutely
life
stunned.
changed for you?
It's been a bit crazy. The last couple of weeks, like I said, have been a whirlwind. Especially going from like a normal job to now doing this stuff. Yeah, what a shift. But really exciting.
Well, we think you're absolutely ace. Get
Amazing
it?
stuff.
OK, let's get the weather now from Joe.
Mom, wet wipes, toilet or bin?
Bin. Why?
United Utilities sponsors ITV Granada weather.
Thank you. A very good evening to you. It's felt cold today in that northerly wind and will continue to feel rather chilly weather-wise over the next few days. The changeable theme continues this week with showers or longer spells of rain and at times pretty breezy. It's been gusty along Irish Sea coast this afternoon and will continue to be into tonight. High pressure being kept at bay and low pressure dominating for much of the week with heavy spells of rain through Thursday and Friday and even into next week remaining very unsettled. Back to this evening, a few heavy showers over the next hour or two, but the majority of the downpours become confined to coastal areas as the night wears on, with a few breaks in the cloud inland combined with that chilly northerly breeze. It all makes for quite a cold night, and rural parts of Cumbria, Lancashire and Cheshire could dip away low enough for a touch of grass frost in sheltered areas. Not unheard of for June, but pretty unusual for the time of year. On to tomorrow, the sun is up at 4:40, setting at 9:41 tomorrow evening. On to tomorrow's details. It is likely to be a chilly start and fine for many of us with a few showers for western areas through the morning. And into the afternoon, showers will crop up anywhere, some of them heavy, but by the end of the day, towards dusk, they will tend to peter out with some late brightness. It's still pretty chilly though in that wind, 13 or 14 Celsius, the best we can expect tomorrow. Around this time of year, temperatures should be around 20 or 21 degrees, but as you can see through the rest of the week, barely making 14 or 15 Celsius. Now on Thursday, we're expecting a heavy spell of rain carrying over into Friday, after which it's showery into the weekend, but temperatures will just lift a fraction. Here's the pollen forecast.
Cleaned up well.
United Utilities sponsors ITV Granada weather.
Hello, summer. Piri sponsors ITV Pollen Count.
I hope this little fella doesn't get the sniffles over the next few days. We are in one of two peaks of this summer's pollen season this week, so levels of grass pollen in particular are reaching high over the next couple of days, down to moderate on Thursday.
Thanks, Joe. That's it.
We're going to leave you with a little bit of build-up to Taylor Swift's concerts in Liverpool this week.
Yeah, this is a tribute act helping to get everyone in the mood for the big week with her 3 sell-out shows in the city. For
full details of her visit to Liverpool, you can go to our website, itv.com/Granada.
Yeah, go on, give us another trick. For now, though, from all of us on the team, have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Got a bit of a cold.